neither kings nor queens nor royal marines. The 28th old Frank, brass before and brass behind, never feared a foe of any kind.
Right then guys, hiya. Just on my way back from Mid Wales, and I know I promised to do a video on another pair of trousers that I've got. These are the Helcon Tex SFU Next trousers, but these are the new spec ones. But look at that for a view. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. The trousers themselves. But nice bit of hedge laying there, look. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back in a bit. Right then, so what we're looking at is the Helcon Tech SFU Next trousers, and these are the new spec version. I paid $28.95 for these, and it's early 2015. Sorry. There's 9 pockets in all on the trousers, and I'll just let you know what I think of them. I've owned them for just short of 8 weeks now, 7.5 weeks. They're just about to go back in the wash. Worn them to work most days in conjunction with another pair of trousers that I'm reviewing, and I think they're worth the money. Well worth the money, in fact, to be honest. I've got some more expensive trousers, and these are working well. So anyway, 9 pockets on the trousers in all, and some other bits and bobs that I'm going to show you. So there's a generous amount of belt loops around the trousers that you can see. Same on the other side. Nice wide belt loops, as you can see. You know, so you can get an average sort of 2-inch belt in there, I would suggest. Waist attachments there, all Velcro and stuff like that. So as you can see, me being a slim guy, I've got it on the minimum setting. Just bring you back out there. Some of the pockets have got these flaps on the top, so that it sort of stops anything getting in, and any water sheds off that way. The back pockets, to be honest, I think ought to have some Velcro on them, but they're quite deep, but I wouldn't want to put my wallet in there, if I'm honest. I tend not to anyway. When I'm sat down, it obviously sticks in your backside. Both sides, so there's 2 rear pockets and 2 of these small front pockets. I'm assuming they're designed for sort of mobile phone use and stuff like that. And if I just flick that over, I've put in there, this just to give you some sort of idea of scale. That's an iPhone in its case. Now, in its case, it doesn't really fit in there. I can't get the top over, so out of its case it'll drop in there nicely, and that's good. Just one thing I sort of didn't mention on the other side, the 2 front belt loops have these D-rings, so that you can, I think the idea is that you can put string around the D-ring and then drop anything of value down into the front pocket here, which is, you know, fairly deep, and then you won't lose it if it comes out, you know, sort of knives or compasses and stuff like that. So yeah, so the front pocket there, the sort of foam pocket and the rear pocket are mirrored on the other side, and I'll just zoom you out so you can see all that. Moving down then, the sort of the thigh pocket, the mat pocket that is sort of commonly known as. The thing I do like about this is a whole width of decent hook and loop Velcro, 2 Velcro patches, and give it a push down there, and it's good and strong. The other thing I like about this is it's got a button and a piece of material, so that when the pocket is loaded it doesn't pull down, so you've got no problem there. And the other thing that I only discovered recently is there's a second loop there, so you can see that there's the first loop and there's the second loop. So what you can do is you can then, if you've got something really heavy in your pocket, you just push that through there he says, trying to do everything upside down. There we go, and it cinches it up even more. So I thought that was a good idea. The trousers themselves, I'll just bring this up to the camera. They're made out of the ripstop material, and you know, it's good. I've had them about in the field. I've worn them to work and stuff like that. I haven't had a problem with them. They've got reinforced backside on them and reinforced knees, so all down the shin. There's also a little Velcro pocket here, so we're looking at the bottom of the trouser now working up, and that's to put a kneeling pad in or stuff like that. So if you're sort of working outside, you can put a kneeling pad in there, kneel on them. Obviously they're based on a combat trouser, so the idea is that nothing sharp goes into your knees and stuff like that. As I've turned it over there, it brings me on to the next pocket. Now again, I wouldn't even suggest that you put something like this in here, but you can put whatever you like in there. But just to give you an idea of scale, I've put a first field dressing in there, so you can see how big that is, and that sort of sits just below the knee on the right leg, on the calf. Again, nice bit of Velcro. I carry a couple of tools that I use at work in there, and they've never come undone, never come out or anything like that. Right guys, sorry about that. Phone ring rung. Yeah, so on the bottom of the trousers they've got these pull ties. The idea is that you pull them tight, and then it stops anything going up your trouser leg. I'm not keen on that, that's just personal preference. I'll be using the elastic twists, and that stops anything going to my legs. It's proven it for me over the years. So yeah, the Hellcontex SFU Next trousers, £28.95. I bought mine, like a lot of my kit, from Henny Hines, mainly because of the service that they give, and the fact that, you know, they sort of get some stuff that's not normally on the shelf everywhere else. Right guys, one thing I sort of forgot to mention, and it is worth mentioning if you're going to buy these trousers, they actually have a button fly. I'm not a great advocate of this, but to be honest, as I've been using them, it's not been too much of a problem. 4 buttons there, and it's a button-up fly, but they sit behind a pocket there, as you can see. But yeah, trousers are brilliant. Wouldn't have a problem with them, and even with the button-up fly, I'd buy them again. Just going to give you one last quick look, because I didn't think it came out very well before, of the material. It's the ripstop type material. So I hope that's all been of benefit and use to everybody. Cheers.